Great question. Great question. We always refuse. If it's out of ratio, it's out of ratio. And it doesn't matter what shift it is. I'm not even sure what that means. So this is a response to a video that I did about basically staffing and saying that, the organization is, or the leadership is in a long-term care facility. So elderly people that, oh, no, we were in ratio before. So what are you saying here? It's okay because we've fulfilled our requirement per the other shift. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. So not every shift gets to be adequately staffed, even though those residents and clients are paying for that. What is happening? No, that's not legal. That's a business person saying that. That most certainly cannot be a nurse saying that. Holy shit. I'll be looking up the Illinois rules and regulations in your state. And I just did a simple Google search, which I encourage every nurse to do, about like nursing home neglect in Illinois. And guess what the number one thing that comes up? You're going to be real shocked, nurses. Hold back. Don't hold back the shock there. Hold back. Understaffing is a serious issue in the United States. How about that? The word before that was nursing home neglect. So that means that patients were neglected. And so there's some kind of litigation, more likely than not, that's going to be civil, and 100% that if they're saying it was neglectful and it goes to the board of nursing, that's you're getting punishment on your license. And let me just tell you, for a nurse, when that's negligence, that's it. That's NPDB 13, National Practitioner Database 13. You know what 14 is? Patient abuse. You know what that is? A death sentence to a nurse. Again, the National Practitioner Database, these are just codes. And if you don't know what this is, then you need to make sure you introduce yourself to that. Everyone know what nurses is? Correct? This is the database. Anyone, you can look up your own license, correct? Do you understand that? So this is where they report nurses. And so I oftentimes talk to nurses and they're like, I had no idea about this. So when you choose to take on unsafe assignments, and I'm saying that word loosely, but if you're at a place and you feel like you're being forced to take unsafe assignments, I just told you what you're at risk at. So you probably should be looking for other employment. Because if you get reported and you get punished by a board because you failed to respond or something bad happened and you get disciplined on your license, you will be on nurses for life. That does not go away. And again, I tell you, nurses reach out to me. Talked to one early today. Can't find a job because they see her on nurses. They can see some of the language. Has to have some supervision or whatever it is. And so now finding it very hard to find a job. So don't ever take this stuff lightly. I'm animated for a reason because I help nurses and their legal teams. I was a prior investigator, right? So it's the 1%ers who reach out to me who oftentimes I told you are not working. So I don't give a shit in negligence at a long-term care facility because they're out of ratio, right? That's greed and not patient safety. So I would be exiting left and I would be finding new employment. And then I would be letting the ombudsman know. I would report them to HHS, DHS, making sure you're putting in all those complaints because you are a mandatory reporter if that's an unsafe environment. So let me know what you're seeing. Like, follow, share, and hope that helps.